Good afternoon, everyone. This is Carrie Meltzer, the LI Weather Guy, with a winter storm update for Saturday night, Valentine's Day into Sunday, and potentially Monday into parts of New England. This could be a very big storm. I'm going to start you off here with the GFS model. This is 7 a.m. Sunday, which is basically the peak of the snowfall rates that we'll see overnight as we wake up Sunday morning. And I just want to give you a little bit of an idea to start with. I think this model is missing the boat on a few key features, like an inverted trough that I'm seeing on a lot of consistent models, but this is, you could start to see that all of the precipitation is being sent over from the main low well westward, okay, and other models are embellishing this trough to the west. Show you the ensemble members here. This is the ensemble mean of an average of all the ensembles, and the best looking one shows a much deeper low. So I think that we're going to end up seeing a much deeper storm than what the main operational model is featuring here. It's only 976 millibars. Again, there's huge, strong jet streak out here at the 500 millibar, 300 millibar level, almost 200 miles an hour. So that's really going to get help to get the spin cranking up here. You're going to see the system really deepen very, very rapidly. But looking on to what I believe are the better looking models, this is the CMC Canadian model for 7 a.m. on Sunday morning, and it definitely has a nice looking trough, inverted trough to it. This model has been seeing this for several runs, denoting two bullseye zones, one around the Boston area and another one around the Long Island area. It's had these two bullseyes for quite a while now, and quite frankly, I think this is the best solution. That I'm seeing other models kind of start bending towards this solution, especially the Euro. So like I said, this one hasn't really wavered at all. Taking a look at its ensemble members, this is an average of all of the ensembles, and you can see the intensity and the area where that low would be at 7 a.m. on Sunday, and you can just start to see a little bit of the bending inward of the inverted trough. But the best looking ensemble member, its control member, really takes that inverted trough and digs it hard towards the Long Island area. So that's what we're going to have to watch out, because wherever that trough line sets up, there's going to be much heavier snowfall than the rest of the storm. So moving on to the European, it's definitely picking up on that inverted trough. Same time frame, and we do have another highlighted area around Long Island of heavier precipitation. Going back to the last run, it still sees it. So I think we're starting to see it come in line more with that CMC model that really looks like it's been very consistent this entire time. Models are going to be very hard to pick up on that inverted trough, and it's definitely seeing it right now. Just want to give you an idea of what kind of snowfall totals we could be seeing out of this. Let's zoom in. Okay, looks like Boston's going to get buried again, but here's the deal. This is snowfall ratios of 10 to 1, which would be if the temperatures were close to freezing. Just to give you an idea here, this is what a chart of snowfall ratios, and 10 to 1 at temperatures of 28 to 34 degrees. However, we might start that way initially, but temps will be rapidly dropping through the teens. So, we could be getting into 20 to 1, 30 to 1 snowfall rates. With that in mind, you could take these numbers here and basically multiply them all by about 2.5. So that would bring about a foot to Long Island, with this Euro model, and 2 feet to the Boston area. The CMC, very similar. Let's zoom in. These snowfall totals would be very similar. So this would be 12 to 18 inches if this actually all panned out. Same with Boston. So I think we're looking at a huge monster storm, certainly for the Boston area, and we're going to have to watch out for exactly where this inverted trough sets up, because again, that would be the bullseye. It could end up coming in a little bit north, as well, and then some areas down here would miss out. I really think it's going to be mainly in eastern Long Island, but the city and into Nassau County will certainly get into the heavier snows. That's how it looks to me as of now. And then one last thing I want to talk to you all about is potential blizzard conditions. These are the winds at 7 o'clock in the morning, the sustained winds. And, we're just getting into it here, but Cape Cod is certainly looking up to near tropical storm force. But as we advance at 6 hours, But as we advance at 6 hours to Sunday afternoon, we start to really get into some heavier sustained winds, 25 to 35 miles an hour around Long Island. And look at out Cape Cod, where, 55, 60 miles an hour. These are sustained. When we go into the gusts, then we're talking about potentially hurricane force out here, near the Gulf of Maine and into Cape Cod. And certainly, 50, even we could see 60 plus miles an hour in some parts of Long Island with the wind gusts. So, do I think we'll see prolonged blizzard conditions? Definitely still way too early to say right now, but we just have to watch out that there will be some blizzard conditions. I don't know if it'll be for, more than the 3-hour period of time, but I really think that the Boston area will be, and they're going to be completely buried. So, with that in mind, I'm going to be out there with my good friend Nick Panico, and we're going to go chase this out up in New England. Wherever we could get into the worst of it, that's where we're going to set up shop, and we'll try to stream it all live for you on YouTube, and I'll provide you links with all that when I get it. So get ready for another big one, potentially for Long Island, but it certainly seems like it's heading that way. Have a great day, everyone. Stay warm out there. It's going to be freezing.